How's it going, guys? The Cheese Ball here, and this is going to be an interesting clash. Darwin versus Brisbane. Considering we lost to them last week, they were actually a much better team than I thought. They were in a good spot on the ladder. They're in the top 8 somewhere, but I mean, look at that back line. Very, very bad, apparently. But it will be a very, very interesting game just to see what happens this week after we lost. I want to bring Hanley back in, but I don't know who to drop for him. Forward line is doing well, except Lucas Cook. Tough decisions, because I mean, given the loss, I think it makes sense to drop a couple of people. Travis Boak is in bad form. Bastanak, I think Bastanak can have a rest. Ryan, you're cut. Savage, you're cut. Let me give Clay Beams a go as a sub. See what happens. See what he can do to spark us up. But hopefully not raining. Hopefully another good contest, and hopefully another win for the Darwin Sharks as we come into round 18. I didn't mention that. And I simulated all the other games just because I felt like seeing what the results were. And St Kilda, at the moment, are ahead of us on the ladder. I mean, pending the results of this game, of course, but they have won 14 games. Oh, great, it's raining. They've won 14, we've won 13.5, so we need to win this to consolidate our spot on top of the ladder. And hopefully we can do so. Let's start with the bounce. And lose the first hit out. You can concede the first clearance and the first mark inside 50 to Jonathan Brown. Come on, mark this. Oh, you weak piece of shit, Basher Hawley. Why'd you sign a new contract with Richmond for? Jeez, you don't deserve a contract with the Coburg Tigers at that rate. Is it still the Coburg Tigers? I've forgotten. Whoever Richmond's seconds are. Good hit out there. Get it forward. Hopefully we can tackle it and tie it up. There we go. So we are in with a chance of scoring here. And snap forward. I don't mind that. And that is very well done. Except Kieran Harper couldn't follow it up. Now, Vizzolo has a shot here. Oh, it's unlucky. But Sam Reid read the missed kick better, and he read it first, and he will line up for our first goal and slot it straight through the middle. Fantastic. Whoever was on the goal line is celebrating with probably too much joy, whoever that was down there. Arms up in the air. Wave him around like you just don't care, as he does obviously not care. And oh, it's a good handball. Oh, I should have. There's a guy down there. I don't know who it is. I can't read the numbers, of course, but if I just followed up with that one more perfect handball, it would have been fantastic to get to that free player. And oh, damn it, spoil this. Hutchins marks anyway. Now we got a player. Didn't kick to him, and hope at least they didn't mark. They spoiled it instead, but. Buchanan goals. I was going for that player. It was just short of. He wasn't really on his own anyway. It looked like he was an option. Obviously, the edge of the screen, he cut off the Brisbane players and that other shark over to the right of screen, but that's unfortunate. I think that's Hanley in the middle. That's good to see. And good clearance too. Very good clearance. And good handball forward. I don't really mind if the disposal is ineffective or it doesn't actually go to a player. As long as it's actually getting the ball forward, I'm not really fussed. So, Pollock marks and trying to cut him off, and it works. Luke Shuey can take a good grab. And there isn't really much on offer. So I'll go short to Pierce Hanley on the lead. That's a very good kick. Now run back, you idiot. Okay, now just go short into the zone. Just there. And Harper marks. Now, There's a... that was so stupid. I was trying to go to that player, hoping he would still be at least looking for a lead, but he doubled back so he could make another one, which I should have picked. But, yeah, in hindsight, not a good move. Now, player on. You can't get the hands out to him. You just can't do those pissy little handballs. Just the handballs that might go a metre. It's a 15-metre handball all the way. And see, like that one. I mean, it was just from a tackle, and it still was long. Now, I'm trying to get to that player free in Williams, and I can do it, and good pressure there from Brisbane. Now, oh, that's ridiculous. And Walker marks, and he can play on. Oh, there's a stupid handball. The game is absolutely fucked when it does that. Now, hopefully they can't score here. Walker can take another mark, and he can just hold it up. The siren will go. And unfortunately, we are losing, but Pierce Hanley making a good return, as he should be. He's a good player against his old side, having a good game so far. Lucas Cook's also had a little bit of the ball. We've had the majority of the possession, but over handballing a bit. As you can see, 23 disposals to 14, and we're down by a goal. Isn't fantastic. So hopefully we can be a bit more polished, a bit more effective and clean with our disposal in this quarter. And hopefully we can win a hit out to set that up. Which is not how I'd like to be tracking. But the players doubling back again. Plenty of time, plenty of space. And Jared Wellingham can run a bit. And there's a player in the centre of the ground who is on Williams. Oh, that was a silly decision to play on there. And tackle broken. And see, one silly mistake is almost going to cost us, but Boak takes a good grab. And on the lead, oh, it didn't work. But well wrestled there by, I believe it was Williams again, who is playing well in the centre. Obviously, he's the ruck at the moment, the designated ruckman, which I find weird. But player on here, and Williams again, key defender, can have a crack at goal. Shepherd out, please. Oh, that's disappointing. Reed really should have either flown for the mark, realising that he probably couldn't do the shepherd out, or he should have had, he should have shepherded it out. Buick takes a mark on the wing. Handy little players, Buick. He's not the best, but he's handy. And good there. Blease can run on. He can kick it himself here. Don't bother centering it. He kicks it behind. That's unfortunate. Really should have converted with at least one of those two shots. I mean, difficult for Blease there because he was on an angle. It's in the wet. Jared Blair, well done. Takes a mark. Very good contest. And the wind should have an impact here, so I don't think I really should swing it around that much. And he's running over the mark there, but Jared Blair slots it, and we lead by 2 points. So it is a close game. Jared Blair with his third disposal, playing well. Who is that? That is, I know 15 at the moment for Brisbane is Zorko, so obviously it's someone who's been delisted. I don't know who that is. It's not Xavier Clark. Is he still play? I actually can't remember. All I know is he's shit and he gets bagged for it. I mean, I don't really bother. But it's a very good clearance. Shuey can run on, and unfortunately it'll be spoiled. But we got players on here again, and unfortunately they're all tackled, all within about a second of each other. But he's not leading to the ball, whoever that was there, which is unfortunate. But oh, well done. Well positioned was Boak there. And a good handball again. Duncan can run in and snap it, and he goes! Beautiful. Fantastic. First disposal. Very well read. The tackle was good from Boak. I think it was Boak. But Duncan ran in and composed himself because there were players running around. And he loves it. Very good goal to get us some good breathing space going into half-time. Or at least soon to half-time. And another very good clearance there. Once again, I can go that play down there. No, I can't. Obviously not. Spoiled. It's 3-on-2 here. We really should make the most of it, but we can't. We've got it out to a fairly even contest. But again, 3-on-2. There's that pissy little handball I wanted. And I should have really handballed there because it's made it difficult for Wellingham. We have to run around and snap. But on the lead is Lucas Cook. Beautiful work. And he marks in front of John. I think I'll go back and have a shot with this. Let's see what happens. That was about where I went for Blair. That's an accurate kick to the top of the goal square. And it had good direction to it. Because I don't think it was ever going to make the distance, which is unfortunate. But, it was on his own there. He really should not have handballed it. And Pollock should clear it. No, he handballs it first. And in two minds here. Good tackle. Really good tackle. Very indecisive. And that handball was shocking. Rockcliffe can run on to this. Former Brisbane player again. Would love to beat his old club for once. But it's half time. There. Wellingham had how many disposals? I don't know in that quarter. He was everywhere. I really did not pick up on that. That was fantastic from Wellingham. Reed, Duncan and Blair. Good to see the forwards performing, especially the Reed kicking a goal, because it's not a night for key forwards. You likely won't see Jonathan Brown kick anything. If he does, it'll probably just be the solitary goal. Still dominated possession, but the handballs ended up being a lot cleaner because we handballed more in that quarter than in the last one, but it was much more. It was less nonsensical, I guess, in the first quarter. We were just handballing it forward, getting into space, and a little bit ridiculous. But that's a bad tap, and see that's like the first quarter handball that I was talking about, because it lets Brisbane get inside 50. And Albert Proud, what a spud he is. He was like a top draft pick too, arrested and scrutinised for God knows what. Favola takes a mark, which he really should not have taken, but Jake Batchelor was stupid enough to run into the goalpost. And Favola slots it. Brisbane really needed that first goal. And I really did not need that to happen. So, unfortunately, Brisbane dragged the lead back to 2 points. Not a fantastic start, really. That clearance just summed us up. And again, tackled instantly off the ball. And slots it straight to Albert Proud. Again, through the midfield. It was very good clearance work from Brisbane. Really high intensity stuff. And thankfully, big miss kick. In fact, it barely made the distance, which is weird. So, I guess that's wet weather for you. I can't really go to anyone. Except, oh shit, that did not work. Favola marks over Mzungu. And Mzungu was leading, and then as I was going to kick it to him, he started to double back. And I knew as soon as I tapped it, it was just not going down well. Favola thankfully misses, and the scores are level, which is interesting. Batchelor hasn't got too much on. He will have to kick into himself, thanks Dennis. And it's a bit of a missed kick, but Shields is on and he can kick it forward, and hopefully players will converge and make it better for him. Fazolo with a good mark on the wing, pushing up the ground, and he'll have to kick to a lead here, and there isn't really a good one, but Kieran Harper made a good effort, and he had the second chance there and didn't do it as well as he could. And come on, player free. Yes, Harper, third chance, third time lucky, third time unlucky, hits the post. But it's enough to get us the lead, which I'm content with. But I mean, a few gettable opportunities, and Jeremy Howe, his marking prowess, takes a good mark, and this will swing around a long way. So it's going to be a tough chance, tougher than it should be. But he slots it anyway. Very good mark from a turnover there. And Jeremy Howe, with his first disposal, gets his first goal, and it's fantastic. And Warnock for Hamley. That's a very great logical interchange there. But, oh well. Now clearance goes in the Lucas Cook direction, and it's an okay handball. Duncan can get onto it, and hopefully we got a player making a lead here, because we got players free, and centering kick was okay, but better read by that Brisbane player. Again, better read by Walker, who can run in. Oh, that is beautiful play. Andrew Walker. And Sam Reid can play on. Kick it to the forward pocket. Oh, I think it was Blair there going for a screamer. Didn't work. It's wet weather. You probably shouldn't be trying that. Andrew Walker, that was fantastic though. Really does not get enough credit for his work. That is Xavier Clark, number 15, so he has been listed. I'm not up to date with that sort of stuff. Josh Green, the super sub. Good mark on half forward. He really will need to spot someone up here. And he can just. Simon Black really got a good... This is a pivotal kick, this one. And he decides to miss kick it. Well, not decides, but does it accidentally. Draw the player. And it was a good kick there to Blease. But didn't matter. Because we still held the lead and the scores weren't going to change as long as we held possession. Wellingham was quiet in that quarter, but Cook stood up. Harper was fantastic. With his effort around the 50-metre line on half forward. And I should make the sub now. I should get Clay Beams on against his old side. Which is not the reason I brought him in. I just felt like it. Who's been meh? Who's been okay? I think Liam Shields hasn't really been too flash. I mean, he's had his chances. He's a ball magnet. And he's not really attracting the footy as much as he normally does. We kicked it more in that quarter. Interesting to see. And one of those kicks did include the Andrew Walker kick, which was fantastic. Okay. The clearance again is pivotal. And Brisbane get it out straight to Buchanan, which is unfortunate. And you think he's just out of range, considering the wet weather. And, oof, that was close. I just need to clear the footy here. We got the numbers, so Tommy Williams can clear it. He can run down the ground. He's pretty quick as Tom, but he's got pinged. He should have been caught holding the ball there. But again, Wellingham, the good handball, linking up. Again, Lucas Cook can drill it inside 50. Jared Blair at the back. Very well roved, but unfortunately the kick was offline and we lead by 8. We're a quarter of the way through the final quarter, roughly. And Brisbane just need to spot their kicks up and they need a goal right now, ASAP. Buick, it's a very smart kick. Brisbane players at the back. And, pushing the back. Is that the first free kick of the game? And of course it has to be at the moment when I didn't need it. So, I got the ball here. And again, very well done to get it clear. But Brisbane rove it, read it better. Leuenberger on his own in the centre. Williams was not manning the mark as well as he should. Watching his man. He's watching the ball, not the man. He had to do a bit of both. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that. Now, I'm happy with Wellingham just holding it up here. And it's a chip kick. It didn't really work that well. And, I had the footy then. Clay Beams, number 32, finds the footy. And good hit out there. Unfortunately, it didn't work as well as it could. Jonathan Brown takes a strong mark. The captain's mark for hopefully what is not the captain's goal. Hopefully there is not a captain's goal. But he slots it straight through the middle, and this game is on. 2 points of difference. It's going to be close. Jonathan Brown's had 3 touches. He hasn't been that bad. But he's just made the game very interesting. So hopefully we win this hit out, get the clearance. It's not a great hit out, but Beams can get it forward. And so can Cook. He can pick it up. Unfortunately, that didn't really work as well as it could have. And good tackling there. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. And Kieran Harper can run around, snap around the corner, goal! Yes! Fantastic. I would say that game is just about over. Kieran Harper, rewards for his efforts. That is fantastic. Snap around the corner. Just very composed and very good kick too. He's Kieran. A very talented player for North. He'll be a gun. And another good clearance. Clay Beams or Robbie Warnock or someone can run onto it and kick it forward. And Jared Blair takes the mark. And he will line up for his second, and I think he'll slot it. And he does, gets it through. The game is over. well and truly as we take a 14-point lead. 3 minutes to go in the last. Jared Blair, 2 goals, 1 and 6 disposals as well. He's been fantastic. Really brilliant game from our small forwards today. Harper, Duncan, Blair, and the clearance goes out to Green. It was very well done. Poor decision from him there though, to go there. And I was trying to go sideways. Williams had plenty of the ball in the last quarter again. And unfortunately that disposal wasn't fantastic. That was a great handball. And the player's on here in Blease. He can run. Now he's got a bounce here. And the kick forward is not that well read. Yes, soccer through. Oh, Sam Reid. That's unlucky. That would have been a great percentage booster there. But anyway, fantastic victory. Really held our nerve in that last quarter. When Jonathan Brown kicked that goal, we just took the game on by the scruff of the neck and ended up winning as a result, as a reward, and consolidate our position. Once again, on top of the ladder, we've rectified our game from last week, which is fantastic. Wellingham and Cook, really fantastic games from them. To get 24 disposals between them, and not sure if Cook ended up kicking goal. I know he had that shot on goal in the third from a long way out, but that ended up being just going to the goal square. I don't know if that caused the goal though. Can't really remember. But the 2 goals in that last quarter, in the last 10 minutes or so, to really kill the game, kill the momentum that Brisbane were trying to generate, which was fantastic as well. I'm saying that word too much, fantastic. But it was. I can't emphasise how fantastic it was. 94 disposals to 57, smashed in that category. Dominated in tackles, lost in marks. They had a lot of turnovers, which is surprising. I would have thought would have been the other way around. I don't really remember Brisbane turning it over that much. I thought our handballing at times and kicking was a bit silly. But contested possessions on the outside as well, we dominated them, so it's fantastic to see as we move on top of the ladder and we play God knows who this week. I think it's Collingwood again. Because the fixture's reversed from rounds 1 to 17 backwards. So, if you've been keeping an eye on the series, it will follow that path. Yes, it's Collingwood at the G, I believe. I'll assume at the MCG. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll just have a quick look at the stats. I want to see who's leading the Coleman. Probably Sam Reid. No Jeremy Howell's overtaken him. It's interesting. The 2 Darwin tall forwards both going in at a goal a game with Fev Franklin Riot behind him. Good to see that, actually. Although I don't think that includes Sam Reid's 4-goal performance against the Bulldogs, where I had to redo that match, which is unfortunate because the game didn't save and still the result was the same, so roughly. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all later.